I ain't seen it make perfectly quiet horses aggressive, but can you imagine your neck being out and someone else dragging you around with a rope and chasing you and making you bend and do things? That'd be a pretty horrible experience. And I've seen people say, oh no, you should learn to deal with that. Well, I have to think about it. It's just a no-brainer. Same with horses with foot stifles and hips and, that sacro problem that they can get. If anyone's ever had sciatica, I think I've got, a lot more empathy for horses now. I definitely had none when I was young. I thought the horse break was the toughest bloke in the district. You had to be like that, and I was, I mean, brains as a young bloke, but if you've had sciatica or bad sort of back pain or nerve pain, you imagine someone sitting on your back and making you step ways that you didn't feel comfortable stepping at speeds that you didn't, with the extra weight. That'll send them over the top. A lot of people get bucked off horses that are in pain, and that's why. And you hear people talking about outlaws. Well, I don't know how many horses that I've handled, broken and started, from unhandled through to spoiled in the last 15 years. I've never had an outlaw. Maybe I'm just one of the lucky ones. But that little bit of empathy for the horse and help it through situations, and you just never got to deal with all that stuff. You might have to deal with it once, but if you can help them through it, you've never got to deal with it again. That's the key to it all, If there's something wrong, there's something wrong, and the horse is not going to fix it on his own, and he's not being naughty, Naughty might be, look, buddy, you know better than focus over there and want to be over there with those horses while I'm working with you. That might be a little bit naughty. That's an easy fix. And even that's not really naughty. It's just that he's confused about what his responsibilities are because nobody's been assertive enough to say, hey, buddy, that's not on. So it's not really his fault. It's like children, you can't really blame kids for the way they are. It's just that nothing's been done about it, or the parents are worse, or there's really, I know we all have kids and they all got different personalities, and some can be harder than others to deal with, and you don't always be successful, and I'm probably a better horse trainer than I am a kid trainer or a dog trainer, so we all fail in different ways, and even with horses, the only reason I probably know anything about horses or am reasonably good at what I do is because of all the failures I've had. They're the things that teach you. It's a bit sad for a few horses, but I like to think that they're giving a lot of other ones a better time. But, the first ones that I used to deal with, they got a real hard time. But that too, like that was back in the days where there was no internet. We really didn't have a lot to compare ourselves with, and the best horseman was always the best horseman in the district that you had to learn off. They might be the best bloke within 100 square k's or something. Looking back, some of those guys weren't that good. And it sort of, nowadays the world's opened up and we've got access to, and you can watch the internet. Like, it's really hard to learn from it and go out and copy it. But if you're a horse trainer, you can say, oh, hang on. I've been around enough horses to have experience to be able to pick up on a little bit of that stuff, and we can all do that. We can add to experience, but to go out and say, okay, I saw a guy on the plane ride a horse in 2 hours and take it over the obstacle course, and I've seen people stupid enough to try that without the experience it takes to get to that, and that always eases tears. So it's really important, I think, that we look at it from a common sense point of view, but that we, people always used to say, horses, they've got to learn that they can't lean on that bit, or they can't. And really what you got to do is condition them so, you know, if I get something, release it. And if I'm consistent about that, that horse has never got a reason to pull me to fight it. They actually end up a lot softer than the ones that have been taught that they shouldn't pull on it. Tying horses up and let them just fight it out, that's just one of the worst things you can do to a horse. They're confused, they're worried, and it's hurting them. And they're wired to fight anything that, you know, teach them to give you that pressure and release. And, you know, if I want a horse to lead up, you know, if I pick him up like that and he comes and I let him go, he'll learn. You know, a foal will learn. It might take a couple of hours. You pick it up and let it go. Pick it up and let it go. With foals, you can do that. That's not working them hard. You can spend 3 or 4 hours and give them a drink out of mum every half hour, or give them a little break. Hang out with them a lot. A lot of people, oh, foals, 15 minutes or you'll cook their brains. I know what planet they come off, those people. You know, because they'll do 15-minute sessions and then they'll take it to show somewhere and they want to be with it all day. This is dumb. You know? And same with tying horses. Oh, couldn't tie him up for half an hour. It's not fair when he moves and stand there with that tree. Then they go to a horse show and expect him to stay tied up all afternoon. It's just dumb. Tying up's a great thing. You know, let your horse learn to stand and be patient, but we'll work through it later on. And, you know, we'll probably finish today with tying up stuff, but I really like to teach them to tie up, not. And it's never usually a drama. You guys have done a really good job. You know, that's respectful, it's easy. Shoulder over, you can see he's focused on me. Going forward when I ask, I don't need him canting perfect circles yet or anything like that. People start at the wrong end of the whole spectrum. If I can get him to come around here like that, you know, there's a little sticking point, you follow that lead rope, come on. This is a great exercise. Just keep turning them. Ask